The Arms Trade Treaty is the first international agreement monitoring the global trade in conventional weapons. It was signed in 2013 by many countries to prevent the illegal trafficking of arms all over the world. This convention establishes a system that avoids the arms ending up in the hands of terrorists or criminals. This demands a cooperative approach amongst all countries. It requires a clarity in the common objective to eradicate violence provoked by unscrupulous individuals. The aim of the ATT is to promote responsible action by states in the context of arms trade, and to prevent and eradicate illicit trade in conventional arms, and to prevent their diversion with a view to improving international and regional peace, security and stability, and ultimately reduce human suffering caused by irresponsible arms transfers. This international agreement seeks to promote responsibility in arms transfers and to prevent the diversion of weapons through the establishment of national transfer control system and the application of risk assessment criteria to arms transfers. The ATT is not a disarmament treaty in the classic sense. It does not ban the use or production of specific type of weapons like other disarmament treaties, nor does it seek a reduction in state stockpiles. The treaty concerns itself with the regulation of conventional arms transfer through establishing standards of responsibility. Insofar as the type of weapons are concerned, the scope of the ATT covers all international arms, including battle tanks, missiles, combat aircraft, right down to small arms and light weapons. The trade activities that the treaty regulates include export, import, transit, transshipping, and brokering. This is a common misperception that the treaty is only about the import and export of weapons. The scope of the treaty goes beyond that. There are many states in the world that do not export weapons, but they may still be engaged in the transit and transshipment of weapons, and may be involved in or affected by arms brokering activities. Consequently, this international agreement is relevant to those states as well. The current membership of the treaty now stands at 116 state parties and a further 26 signatures whose ratifications, accessions, or acceptance are still being awaited. This means that 80% of the AUM member states are either state parties or signatories to the treaty. The numbers are no doubt impressive if viewed against the backdrop of the treaty being hardly 10 years in force. However, this is not a picture to be complacent about, considering that the United Nations has 193 member states. We are sparing not effort in increasing the membership of the ATT so that it becomes truly universal. The current level of membership needs to increase through the creation of a momentum towards more ratification, accessions, or acceptance. This is need to move signatory states to full-fledged state parties, and more importantly, to make inroads into the rank to the 53 UN member states that remain outside the treaty. Joining the treaty means becoming part of the global community implementing standards of responsibility in conventional arms transfer. The ATT promotes transparency through initial reports on implementation measures and annual reports on transfer, as well as voluntary information exchange. The treaty has a part to play in ensuring that available arms remain in the possession of responsible end users and to diminish the supply of arms to criminal organizations. The ATT contributes to the prevention of cross-border illicit arms and ammunition flows, which in turn reduces the destabilizing effect conventional arms can have on regional security. State parties to the ATT are required to place international human rights law and international humanitarian law at the center of their arms transfer decisions. Whether you are a high official of any government or a common citizen, whether you are a legislator or part of the constituency, you should not trade action for comfort. You should not trade compromise for indifference. You should not trade responsibility for convenience. You should take immediate action to compromise yourself and be responsible signing this treaty, ratifying it, demanding your government to join the rest of the world that already took the bold decision to block, eradicate, and prevent weapons ending up in wrong hands. I thank you for your attention.